Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Tamari's KF2 Summer Showdown CD Tournament 2022. My name is Tamari. I am the tournament's host, and joining me today are Boris the Animal, today's cameraman, and indynick, my co-commentator. You guys both give us a hello, please.
Hey, everybody.
Awesome, thanks, guys. And so today we have Team ChainSAWB Enthusiasts, and we'll be playing on Hellmark Station. Nick, would you like to give us a quick roster rundown, sir?
Sure. Looks like we got Juicelosopher with Medic, Kortknee as Gunslinger, as a Sharpshooter, ZeElmo as Commando, Kyrum as a Sharpshooter, and Captain ChainSAWB himself as another Gunslinger.
Excellent. By the way, Boris, sir, it looks like you're, I'm not sure if it's just on my end, but your stream is stuck on the options menu. Just tap escape, maybe. Maybe it might be me. Let me reload your. No, I can still see it. There it goes. Yeah, you're good now, sir. Okay, awesome. So taking a look at their composition here, it looks like they're definitely not going to go for the no medic bonus, right? They do have Juicelosopher playing on field medic there. So there's a chance, I think, that we may actually see this team possibly going for the objectives, maybe, perhaps. That'd be interesting to see. As far as the hold, I'm going to assume they're going to use the regular hold that most players use in this map, which is going to be, some people call it the Jittery Joe's hold by Jittery Joe's coffee shop, which is where I think they're probably going to go. But what do you think, Nick? Do you think they might decide to use a different hold zone, or a different hold, rather, in this match?
No, I agree. I think they're probably going to do the Jittery Joe's hold. It's just incredibly useful, and the kite is right there. I mean, there's no like worrying about going through a tiny doorway or anything. You just bunch up together and move them in a straight line.
Yeah, for sure, indeed. I think the main strength that hold has is just the space, right? You have a lot of visibility. It can be good or bad. Having high visibility can actually open up the possibility of having time rages for flush pounds, because flush pounds do have that 15-second timer that activates once they see a player, and they will just automatically enrage. And that is one potential downfall of using an open hold like this. But I do think that the space and the ability to perceive threats incoming is going to be a lot more useful to them in the end. So I can't really see them using other spots, but that's kind of the beauty of Hellmark Station as a map, right? Is there's actually so many places they could do a hold. So we really have no idea what they might decide to do here. I'm really excited to see how this plays out.
Oh yeah, it's just a toss up where they could go, but yeah, it's even though I feel like as long as they don't push up too much, they shouldn't have to worry about the spawn rages or time rages at all. Sorry, not spawn rages, but time rages.
Yeah, hopefully not spawn rages.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be a big problem.
Yeah, that would be very fun to deal with for them, I'm sure. I did one last thing I did want to mention that I noticed about their comp as well is that they're actually rolling 2 sharps, and that actually is I wonder if there's some other, like, if they have some reason for doing that, or if it's just that they just want to have extra freezes. Which, if that's the case, that's actually not a bad idea, because the kite on this map can be particularly dangerous. There's lots of contention points where they're forced to go through either a really tight choke or a lot of stairs. And as a lot of us already know, stairs are very fun when fighting flush pounds. And so they may have decided to take this second sharp here just so they have the extra freezes, which is not a bad idea at all.
Stairs are definitely the enemy.
Indeed, yeah. And this is really just a regular, actually, this is a very much a meta composition, right? 2 gunslinger, 2 sharp, medic, and commando. So anyway,
I'm wondering if they're going to do a 3-3 split because of this.
Yeah, I think they're probably going to have, let's see, Elmo's playing commando for them. So Elmo's probably going to be in the front lane, pointing at Jittery Joe's itself. And then I imagine what would make the most sense is just having a gunslinger and a sharp on each side. So they have freezes, access to freezes on either lane. They don't have to really worry about flexing, right? Because that was actually something that we saw in the last match. Was in Boris' team actually just played earlier, and they were having issues with that where they only had 1 sharp, so the 1 sharp had to flex, right, to help out both lanes. If they do the setup I was talking about with this team, they won't have to worry about that because they'll have a dedicated sharp for each side. So. Anyway, without further ado, I think I'm ready to go if you are, sir. We can go ahead and give them the okay and get this match underway.
I think we should. Let's give it to them.
All right. I went ahead and give them the okay, so we should be going live here in just a moment. We'll start seeing some of them readying up here. Yep, there looks like ChainSAWB is ready. So yeah, we should be going live in just a moment. And let's see how this plays out.
Oh, the wave 1 jitters always gets me. You never know if you're going to get those unfortunate spawns running to the hold.
Yeah, indeed. Actually, right now, I don't know if it's like this for you guys.
Oh, yes.
Everybody's Mr.
Right.
I think that has to be a meme. I love it.
They all have black hats. Yes. Oh, this is some good stuff right now.
This is awesome.
Ooh, Dur ate a hush shot already. First spicy meatball of the evening.
Oh, another one. Second spicy meatball. They really wanted an extra serving of that one.
They're just too good.
Spicy food is pretty good.
Kortknee seems to be getting beat up a bit. Those darn stalkers.
I had to turn my game down a little bit there. My game got really loud suddenly.
The unfortunate thing of everybody looks the same, so it's going to be really hard for me to notice. Yeah. Like, who's that person? Oh, I gotta look down and see the name.
To be honest, I feel like that's part of the point of why they're doing this. They're just they're having a little fun. I respect it.
Oh, it looks like Mr. Foster has had some issues. Mr. Foster ate a husk shot.
We do have a Scrake in the back right now that just got absolutely deleted before I could even call it out. Really good freeze. Honestly, in the first wave, in ASLP3, which is the cycle that we're playing right now for the tournament, there's only about, I think at 6 wave picks, there's like 1 or 2 Scrakes.
Yep.
So really, possibly 3. Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if I just see them chuck a freeze at every single individual Scrake, even though usually you don't try to save them for multiple larges.
But this early on, with everybody's weaponry not being up to par, it's perfectly fine. And not only that, everybody's got a bunch of freezes now, so they should be fine with any large that comes up with you.
Yeah, they do have those 12 freezes, right? Potentially, if they're using, I always forget the name of the skill. Always prepared. Always prepared. They will have 12 freezes, so yeah. At this point, they just want to play it safe and just secure the kills. So I think that's the right move. But yeah, we're wrapping up wave 1 already. Wave 1 is usually pretty chill. The ramp up usually happens around wave 7 or so far pretty solid.
Yep. I have not noticed anything wrong.
I thought I'd take a second real quick, since we're kind of just waiting for this wave to wind down, to talk a little bit about the score. For those of you that are watching that don't understand all the stuff on the screen here, we do have the matches being scored in this tournament by a custom scoring system that we've created. And the system will assign teams points based on how well they play. And one of the point values is based on completion. So right now, they just completed wave 1 and they earned 100 points for that. So completing the entire game will give them 1,000 points, which is the base score. And then there are a system of bonuses on top of that, and which are also viewable at the upper right. We have the health bonus, which is a value that measures how healthy the team is. It starts at 600 points. Every time somebody dies, that value will decrease by 100. Also, looks like we have an objective, but they decided not to go for it. But yeah, health bonus, 600 points. We have the objective bonus, which is completing objectives, like I just talked about. There is one objective up right now. If they were to go complete that, they would earn 200 points. Next, we have the time bonus, which is basically the faster they win the match, the more bonus points they get. And last but not least, they have the nomadic bonus, which is a multiplier to the total score if they complete the match with nomadic. But that's not relevant in this context because they do have juice on the medic there. So the team will be looking to maximize the score as high as they possibly can. And there's very many ways they could decide to do it. They could go for objectives. They could try to play fast and speed run. They could just try to play solid and just try to play normally and not take any risks. And either way, it can work out really well. So
I'm still waiting for the team that tries to dare go for the nomadic bonus, though. It's always a treat.
Yeah, it's one of those swing bonuses, right? Where you could have a match between 2 teams, and maybe one team sets a good score, and the other team needs to do some catching up. And if they can pull that bonus off, right, that could actually make all the difference. So it's pretty much why it exists, right?
Yeah. As Elmo would say, it's the gambler fallacy.
Yeah. I think I'm going crazy, but I keep hearing a flush pound. Oh, there is a flush pound actually. Looks like the commando lane is about to get a flush pound right now. It's walking through the door, and no one's looking at it yet. Oh, never mind. They see it now. Should be going down here in just a second. Oh, unfortunately, aggroed on Elmo. Oh, he's getting a little bit of damage in.
A lot of damage on there, but luckily, since they had a medic, it's not too big of a deal.
Indeed, yeah. Probably a little bit too much damage. I think that there was a little bit of miscommunication, perhaps. They just didn't see him or hear him. Later on in the game, when we have more larges in the field, that could potentially spell disaster.
For sure.
Even what else is going on. But it's only wave 2, so no big deal. Scrake as well. Just, I don't foresee him being able to do very much. Yep, it does go down.
Looks like Captain Soft took another chainsaw hit.
Oh yeah. Sob loves those chainsaws, that's his favorite. He likes them more than the spicy meatballs, actually.
Oh yeah.
Now we have some more larges on the back lane, but we do have Z time coming in, so our gunslinger, Kortknee, will be able to, excuse me, will be able to take the Scrake apart with an Handfire Z time. So. The Z time's going to be really important. I mean, Z time's important in general, right? For anything related to CD. It gives you so much reaction time, and it allows your specific perks like Gunslinger and even SWAT to just go ham, and you can completely reverse.
Ooh, they got an FP coming into the close.
Oh, they do. Yeah. But they're just gonna chuck a freeze on that. SWAT move.
And he's gone.
It's the end of the wave, right? So just use the freeze. You can always buy another one. It's absolutely worth the 40 dosh to just make sure that Flesh Pound dies and not waste any time. Because if they do suffer some deaths and worst case scenario have to actually initiate a kite, they will be wasting a lot of time, right? And that will be taking off their time bonus. So that's not necessarily a grenade wasted. Yeah, wave 2, pretty solid so far. Are there any objectives right now? No, there are not. I think the next objective is wave 4.
You need this more than folks.
Good about. I thought it was 3. Either way, it's going to be coming soon.
Yeah, there are 6 objectives for this round, so there's a potential of 1,200 objective bonus points. But again, they may not decide to go for it. It seems like they're just trying to play safe right now, which is completely fine.
With this comp, they're definitely going to be perfectly fine, I feel.
Yeah, for sure. A sharp on each lane is actually pretty big. That, like I said earlier, that means that the 2 lanes will not really have to rely on each other. They have all of the roles covered in every lane, right? Which is going to be pretty helpful for them, I think. Sounds like there's a flush pound, a quarter pound on the back lane there, but he's not really going to be able to get anything going here. You have the Z time. Yeah, QP does just go down. Gunslinger's showing off the power of Fanfire right there.
Got some Scrakes coming on the back line. But once again, Z time comes off again because 2 sharps.
Yeah, and actually, maybe you wouldn't mind explaining real quick just why that's actually beneficial to some of the viewers that may not understand why having 2 sharps could be helpful for that thing.
It's simply because of the final skill in the sharpshooter's skill tree gives them a 5% chance on every headshot to just activate that Z time if it's on cooldown. Off cooldown, sorry. And while they don't necessarily stack, 2 sharpshooters having 5% constantly getting headshots just increases the odds of just constantly getting Z time, as we can clearly see here.
Indeed, yeah. So basically, they're going to have Z time every single time it's ready, right? So it's going to be very essential, I think, for the later waves when things start getting a bit hectic. Because ASL V3 is definitely not to be trifled with. It's not the hardest cycle ever, but it holds its own, right? And on later waves, you can get some pretty beefy spawns. So having that constant Z time, as long as combo can land those extensions. Oh, actually, speaking of FP in the back here.
Good hit, taking the hit there, deraging it, getting it so it doesn't, take up all their room.
Yeah, deraging it and also waiting, right? Dur specifically waited there. Dur and Kortknee both specifically waited and didn't shoot the flush pound, so they didn't re-rage it, which is smart.
People don't really respect re-rages very often because that could really screw you over.
Yeah, it's something really easy that you can do sometimes without even realizing it, right? When the flush pound just freshly hits somebody, if you immediately shoot him again and rage him, he will skip the ground pound animation and just immediately hit the target again. And if you get unlucky and he happens to do a crit attack, you can actually make somebody take like 100 damage in like a second flat. So it looks for sure like this team has discussed with each other about the risks of doing that, and they've gone out of their way to avoid that. So I think that's really good.
trigger discipline.
Indeed, yeah. And man, I mean, they're just so far just making this look really easy, really smooth. There's not really much to say as far as.
Yep, they're just working.
You know, larges show up, larges die. Oh, they do have a double flush pound and a quad scrake on the commando lane coming up here. But because the wave is almost over, I assume that once they see this double FP, they're just gonna have everybody come help.
One FP is already down.
Yeah, that first flush pound just.
And set time, and he is going to get mulch.
Yep, goodbye flush pound. Didn't even need anybody's help. Kortknee and Dur were just like, ah, they got this. And they don't need us.
Valiant try from that husk back there. He really tried to get one shot off.
Stop whining and hit the bastards. Anyone needs something dangerous.
All I'm hearing is, all I'm hearing in my ears is just Mr. Foster lines.
I have all the voice lines off, unfortunately, but now I kind of wanted to turn them on because, like, I kind of want to hear this. It sounds pretty funny. Oh, we do have our first objective here. Or second objective rather, and it looks like we're not going to go for it.
It's a little disappointing because this is a good hold spot.
Yeah, this one's actually not bad. I'm actually kind of surprised about it because not only is it not bad in terms of its overall size, like it's got plenty of room, but also if they do get pushed out of that objective, it's very easy to initiate the fight from there.
Yep.
So it's pretty safe, I would say, but at the same time, again, I don't blame them for not going for it. You don't need to do the objectives to get a high score in this tournament. You can totally get by just playing safe, and if they never die, and if they get a good time, they will get a very competitive.
Ooh, we got a triple FP, or no, sorry, double FP with a quarter coming for the commando line.
Oh yeah, I do see. Let's see if they notice him right away. Yeah, it looks like Kyrum already saw it, so he'll be telling his teammates surely. And yep, that should be spelling the end of these two, I imagine.
Yeah, there it goes.
No chance. Very good takedowns too. That was so quick, like almost didn't even have time to notice it before they killed it.
I'm starting to wonder if they're ever going to need to kite.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if they don't, that's just even better for their time, right? Kiting is really slow, so they will waste a lot of time bonus. The two biggest sources of time waste in general in this tournament is going to be the trader period and also kiting. So if they could avoid kiting and they can buy their weapons quickly, they might even have like a predetermined strategy perhaps for that. They can really stand to save a lot of time. I think
double quarter, double FP on the back line.
Yeah, we do have them rolling in here. They have seen them, so they need to
take them out. Got that one freeze, but I think both FPs have seen them, so they better hurry.
Yeah, I'm worried about that back flush round right now. He's gonna rage in about 5 seconds or so.
Yeah, there he goes.
He is rage. No, they have double rage, but they got that time, so if ZeElmo keeps this going, really shouldn't be a problem at all.
Yep. Something to get those headshots.
I like how Juice is also helping too. That's something that I see a lot of medics. Ooh, 40 took a crit there, a major one though. She almost died there. But one thing I really like about Juice here is he's actually helping the team when he's not doing anything. And that little bit of DPS actually does help make a difference sometimes. So.
Yeah, shooting little crawlers at people's feet, just peppering the FP's head. I mean, you're not going to kill it, but you might be able to save a bullet or two for your team.
For sure, yeah, it definitely can make a difference. Even if you're just killing trash, like you said, you know, it lets Kortknee and Dur just focus on solely killing the flush bound, which is good. Really great stuff so far from ChainSAWB Enthusiasts here.
Oh yeah, they are just tight-knit and just doing work.
Really good attention right there too from SAWB on the commando lane. He saw that husk in the back. He knew that Kyrum was going to finish off that quarter pound, so he went for the husk in the back to prevent him from shooting at them, which is a really good observation. Yeah,
to me, I think husks are the most dangerous enemy in this game.
Yeah, for sure. They're undervalued, or not undervalued. They're overestimated, perhaps. I don't know what the lingo is for this.
Underappreciated.
Yeah, perhaps that's what I'm looking for. But people tend to underestimate how dangerous they can actually be. Is what I was meant to say.
Double FP on the commando, but I think they're just gonna wipe it out. Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah, same thing as last time, right? Don't take the risk. Like, just use the freeze. It's 40 dodge. Absolutely worth it if you just get 2 quick kills that are flawless, you know?
Yeah, typically if you're doing a dual sharp lane, most teams will try to have one sharp just save his grenades, you know, be incredibly frugal with them, but while the other one just throws them willy-nilly.
Yeah.
Just so they have something for the kite, but I think they might be doing that.
Watch it, reloading.
Yeah, it's very possible, right, that they might, like, I know when we do maps like this, when we play, it's very common that we'll designate a kite sharp and, like, a hold sharp. Like, what I mean by that is, like, use your freezes as necessary, but we designate one of the sharps to make sure that they have freezes for the kite, you know, and they may be doing that, or they may just have a system where they're just like, hey, if you have a freeze and you need to use it, use it. You know, I'm not exactly sure if they've specifically mapped that out, but the good thing is that they do have those 12 freezes, so they've just got so much room to use them as necessary. Also, there's another objective, by the way, in that restaurant right next to Kortknee, and it looks like they're not going to go for it.
I was kind of hoping that Boris would do the solo hold on his game back there.
Yeah, that is one thing that I'm kind of wondering if teams are going to catch on to that you don't actually have to have everybody in the zone.
Ooh, tiny spawn in the cafe. Let's hope they notice.
Oh yeah, I do see that. They managed to get the husk, which is good. I hear a flush man. I don't know if he's above.
I think he's above.
Oh wow, in the middle right now, there's a triple FP that's like stuck. They haven't seen anybody, so it's fairly safe, but they are about to get a triple FP double scrake. Triple scrake, actually. It's probably going to go toward the commando, so...
Oh yeah, look at that traffic jam. Oh, they teleported out. Okay.
Yeah, they are making their way out finally. That actually might have worked in their favor, because now they're going to be split, right? They're not going to be arriving at the same time, so... that janky AI pathing might have saved a little bit of, you know, health and resources and stuff like that on their part. Yeah, solid handle. Kyrum just completely decimating the FP. ZeElmo and ZeElmo working on the QP together, and that was really all she wrote for those two.
And we got one FP coming out on the commando side, but I just don't think he's gonna make it.
Yeah, I foresee him just getting absolutely decimated, like, right now.
Yeah. Oh, poor guy. So far, they're just making just a complete joke out of this wave.
Yeah, solid stuff so far, man. Really solid. If they keep playing like this, right now they've got 2,100 points of time bonus. I foresee them, if they keep going like this, they could easily win this match with like at least 1,200 points of time bonus.
Oh yeah. But after, I always feel like wave 6, that's when the kids' gloves come off through this cycle, so they could have some issues arise.
Yeah, for sure. This game is only just barely getting started, so there could be a lot of stuff to go wrong still, right? But so far, man, it's pretty solid. So, and the players are playing with such confidence, right? Like they're not really even thinking twice about just going for those kills. Like especially split takedowns too. Like there was a moment where Kyrum earlier, like I said, he took out a flesh pound all by himself while ZeElmo and Captain worked on the other flesh pound. And I'm not sure if they like specifically coordinated that and practiced that, or if that's just how it worked out. But it definitely looked really cool. So I hear a bunch of FPs again. It sounds like above. But I think
looks like orders. A lot of scrakes on the back line, but they shouldn't be having any issues. Yeah, all of them got frozen. Oh,
no, there's a bit much larger coming from the handling right now. They've got one flesh pound with the rage timer ticking down, but they have Z time now, so I get a feeling that FP's just gonna get deleted in a second.
The wonders of Z time can save you from anything.
ZeElmo is using the FAL here, which is pretty much the most powerful commando weapon there is, and he was able to get that extension off that quarter pound there, which is very helpful. And I'm actually wondering, speaking of that, I'm wondering if they're going to be prepping Z-time extensions.
Ooh, we got some Zeds in the clothing store. Let's hope they don't. Luckily, no larges.
Looks like the Scrake wants to go. Oh no, he turned around and went back outside.
Yeah, I've seen some unfortunate times where a ninja FB decides to sneak through the clothing store unannounced and just sneak up on people.
Weapon, anyone?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we had that in the mock match, right? We had a husk literally stuck between the team and just barbecued like 3 people. That was pretty fun to watch. So yeah, it's definitely important to look out behind you, and oftentimes in setups like this, the medic is usually the one that's able to do those kind of things. There's another objective again, by the way, and it looks like it's up in the control room above the tracks, but I don't know. I don't think they're going to go for it. It really seems like that's not really their
game plan.
Their MO this game. Yeah, they're just trying to play solid, which is completely respectable, so I don't foresee them going for that.
I always make sure during Z time to just do one quick 180 anytime I like not shooting something, reloading, or whatever.
But definitely, you know, just like practicing situational awareness, right? Knowing what's going on around you and in the other lanes is very, very helpful. So wave 6 starting now, and this is when we really start to get into the crazy stuff in this cycle. And right off the bat, there's already a double QP FP coming. Looks like it's going to go to the commando side already, just right off the bat.
But Z time.
They do have Z time, yeah.
Let's hope it lasts long enough for them to get at least 2 of the quarters.
Looks like ZeElmo is helping with it, so I think they're probably going to be able to get that QP. Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah. And even the FP. Oh, that FP just got annihilated. That was wonderfully done.
Power of the center fire, my friends. That weapon is insane.
Looks like backlane is just getting nothing but scrakes.
They do have a triple husk coming out of the restaurant there, but I think they're just going to go to the front, which is just going to get them killed. Yeah, so they ended up getting to even. If the husk had went to the side, that might have been...
triple FP up top. Let's see where they all go. Looks like they're all sort of really spreading apart, but no, they're all heading towards the back lane, I think. Yeah, oh. And they're really spread apart too, so no, never mind. No, I can't tell. The FP seems to be indecisive.
He knows you're watching and he's just trying to do
Yeah. Oh, here they come. Oh, yeah, man.
They are pathing kind of oddly though, for sure. They're probably going to tug a freeze. Yeah, it looks like they did. They need to go for that FP on the right first because he's raging right as I started talking about it. This could be potentially dangerous depending on how long it takes them to kill this. No,
that's that time.
That time pops, so yeah, they should be able to get this. Good call on Dur right there for freezing that back flush pound.
Yeah.
Gonna give them some extra time to get rid of all this trash, and then they can still get the flush pound kill. And Kortknee's working on that too while Dur is clearing the trash. So
pausing that rage timer is just paramount. But we got a lot more quarters coming in now too. No rest whatsoever for this side right now.
Oh, it was in the back. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, they got this, I believe.
The thing you gotta love about, you know, the big quarter spawns are dangerous, but when they all bump into each other multiple times, it just kind of dead stops the charge.
Man, they just wanted to dance, they just wanted to show off their moves.
Oh yeah.
There's a husk creeping around back there in the back lane in the restaurant, and I'm wondering if they noticed that. He could. Those kind of situations are always dangerous, because if you don't see them, they're just going to keep blinking at you. I don't know if they noticed him or not. He is still in there.
Yeah, if they push up and he gets in, he might do the flamethrower attack.
And no one's noticed him yet. The worst thing that can happen to you... Oh, no, there you go. Dur got him. So one of the worst things that can happen when you're going for larges is a husk just, like, hitting you.
Yeah, just when you're completely knocking you out of your zone.
Yeah. And we're both support players, too, and we know how bad that feels, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm more concerned about crawlers, though, as a support. Either they launch the FP right in front of your face, or they nibble at your ankles while you're desperately trying to kill a Scrake.
Indeed, yeah, crawlers are insanely powerful in groups. Like, they could just kill you in half a second flat if you let them. Really good Z time, by the way. I haven't mentioned that, but ZeElmo is just putting on a show right now with pretty much a consistent 6 stack of extensions every time.
He's at an all-you-eat buffet right now, with not only the sharpshooters just constantly setting off Z time, but there's a lot of trash coming on the left side.
Indeed, yeah, and I think I actually gave him the commentator's curse because I was like, oh, he's getting 6 stacks, and then he like dropped it. But no, it's totally fine. I mean, Elmo's commando is just such a important perk to CD, right? And when you have a good commando, it just enables your entire team to go crazy. 2 FPs in the back, by the way. They just took a freeze, though.
Yeah, it looks like they are just going to get annihilated.
Well, the Scrake kind of stepped in the way, though.
Ooh.
Also, they
yeah, I think he was still on cooldown.
that's okay though, right? They had SAWB rotate back and help out, and that was the right play there. Basically, what I always like to tell people is when you're not doing something, especially at the end of the wave, go help out everybody else, right? And SAWB noticed that. He noticed there was nothing in his lane, so he just went back there and helped them clean up. And it's kind of a minor thing, it seems like, but you know, let's say that FP managed to get a hit off on people. That could have been like some wasted armor right there, right? And him showing up just helps secure that kill and make it even safer. So
And faster.
and faster, yeah, exactly. This is all about just like executing well, right, and not doing anything that can potentially throw the bonus points into a race. So.
Yep.
Speaking of bonuses, again, they're, I mean, geez, man, they're just freaking killing it. They got full health bonus, nobody's died. Still 1,800 seconds of time bonus.
Wave 7 in under 20 minutes. That is impressive.
Indeed, yeah, it's super impressive. Sitting at a 3K right now, which is insane. That's a really good score.
Get you with a dead eye. 7.62 mayhem. I love a bit of bounce.
Got some FP spawning.
All right.
Looks like above.
Yeah, I'm looking for him right now. Oh yeah, I do see him. There's right next to the, what is that, the monolith up there, I think, with the buff.
Just picking them off.
Oh, that's
He's showing up in the back now.
There's also a lot of husks around, too. Looks like backlane's gonna get all the larges today. It seems heavy, but it doesn't seem as heavy as when Boris and his team did it. They were getting slammed.
Yeah, for sure. There was like, it was an insane amount of larges coming in that back lane, and some of that is just the luck of the draw with the game's internal spawning system. You know, sometimes it can just give you curveballs like that. But I mean, these guys are just like, I don't know if you were watching during that last set time, but they specifically, I watched Kyrum specifically kill the rider to get him out of the way so that Elmo could see the clot and the crawler behind him.
That's impressive.
And there's like, because a lot of Commando players know that rioters are kind of iffy to go after, right? They take a lot of bullets, you can't shoot them in the head. So Kyrum just deleted that rioter so that Elmo could have the easy ascensions. And that, like, that's the level of teamwork that we're witnessing here. It's pretty impressive to watch. Playing like a well-oiled machine for sure.
Oh yeah. It's almost giving me nothing to talk about.
I know, right? Well, speaking of though, there is a triple FP coming in, and they kind of, what are they doing? They're like walking backwards to the back area. Oh,
They're showing, you know, intimidation.
Oh, we got a double time reach coming in, and a third one coming in too. Okay, this could get interesting here.
They need to get help immediately. This could get interesting.
Yeah, 2 time rages and a rage strike. They need to take this hit and then kill the FP after.
Ooh, looks like we could have a sandwich here.
Freeze streaks, yeah, nice freeze. Good freeze, good freeze.
Looks like the Zeds were having none of it anymore. They are just angry.
What? Oh, sorry, my bad.
That kill squad was going for it, but they stopped it dead in its tracks.
Yeah, they freaking handled that super well. That they did a lot of really good things there during that. So what ended up happening there was those 2 flesh pounds saw, I think they saw SAWB, and then they decided to like turn around for some reason. But their rage timer had already started, so by the time they came back in, they were already angry. But what they did right there was they de-raged the FP, killed it, and then when the 2 scrapes came in, Kyrum actually froze them so that they could focus on the FP, which is really good. That was a really good play on this part.
I think what happened there was the 2 FPs saw SAWB and said, no, sorry, the Scrake's got dibs on him. We got it.
Ooh, quad FP coming in front lane with QPs right now. Same situation as before. This could actually be interesting. There isn't anything for Elmo to get extensions off of right now. They're going to have a quad FP potentially.
More FPs, and another one saw that. One in the far back is definitely going to time rage.
Yeah, he's about to rage in a moment here. Once they start him now, oh, it looks like they're going to get him. Might prep this here. Oh, Elmo went for that rioter and unfortunately couldn't connect.
Still though, wave's over and they were just destroying it here. Yeah, I get a feeling if they did this wave perfectly fine, the rest of the waves are just going to be a cakewalk.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, if you make it past wave 7, there's usually a pretty good chance that you could win, because that's most of the time is where the cycle ramps up the most. So, yeah, no, for sure though. Like I mean, the only, oh hey, we have that achievement there from Kyrum. Congratulations, Kyrum.
Good job.
Earning that achievement, Survivor. I think that's like beating a certain number of waves or something like that. But No, I mean there was like one moment during that wave where it did get a little bit hairy, and it was during that FP rage. But the way that they handled it was just super clean. So
I don't even think many people got hit.
Sexy,
yeah, exactly.
deadly,
I mean they used their
unabashed.
freezes at the right
Love
time,
my
right? They just played it perfectly. Like I really don't have anything else to say about it other than that they handled it super well.
Ooh, I just noticed ZeElmo is going for Scar FAL, who he's going full damage. I wonder if he's going to help with Skrakes.
Yeah, he has been actually. He's been using the FAL pretty regularly with larges, which is really helpful because it lets his other two large killers just.
Ooh, Juice is welding the door back. Oh no, I thought he was. That could be kind of useful, but also detrimental if somebody gets caught up in there.
I think they actually should break that door, in my opinion. That's what I would do anyway. I'd break it.
As Redfield would say, doors are the enemy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I would break that door because there really is no purpose to welding it and keeping it shut. And then if it's open like that, it will block movement, obviously, but also, you know, Husk can shoot through it. So
you know me now.
it'd be a bad time if the Husk gets back there somewhere.
A lot of quarters, but I don't think they're going to be able to push through.
I don't know if oh no, Dur sees it. Man, it's like he just has eyeballs in the back of his head.
I think it's the flat caps.
Yeah, it's the flat cap for sure, dude. It gives him his 360-degree vision. There was a gore fiend that was kind of sneaking up on him, and he just whipped around and blasted him. So never mind on that one.
Oh, it was important to use your ears.
For sure. Yeah, it's definitely. You can actually perceive so much about the battlefield by just listening, especially clutch rounds.
Oh,
the
that's
actual
great.
audio is actually not too bad in this game.
I'm starting to feel really bad about these Zeds right now. They just make it 2 feet in and just get annihilated.
Triple FP coming front, oh, double, actually, correction. They killed the person before I could even call it out.
Yeah, it was always a double. The third one never existed.
Yeah, for sure. Don't count the 3 around here.
Oh, and these Zeds are just, they have no chance, just none at all.
One thing I'm really liking that I'm seeing as well from the front lane here with the Commando is that the Captain ChainSAWB and Kyrum are leaving decapped bodies for Elmo to potentially take for Z time extensions. So that's really good to just give him extra targets, you know, ensure he gets that full Z time stacks. They might even go for a bloat prep here, perhaps. Maybe. He might not actually need it, actually, come to think of it. Oh, no.
Try to go for it.
He tried to go for it, yeah. They were thinking about it.
Back lane is getting some rages. Ooh, triple FP in the back lane. They're getting pushed and wombo combo.
Yeah, that's not good. That's a lot of armor, a lot of stuff.
They didn't get the freeze either. They're pushed.
A bit of a miscommunication right there. They accidentally shot that FP before the freeze could go off and it nullified the freeze.
I didn't even see that. I thought it was just, you know, didn't want to freeze.
No, they did raid it before it could go off, so it didn't nullify. But it's okay. I mean, they ended up, like, you know, they obviously are all dead now, so it's all good. But
really good teamwork there. You know, somebody else came and helped them out.
yeah, for sure. They're definitely, this team is definitely communicating between the lanes, right? And that's really cool. You can tell they've practiced this hold several times. They've got it down to a science.
Knowing how well this team is doing, you would expect, you know, you would hear call-outs going, hey, get bloat ready, you know, take out this FP on the right. But we both know highly advanced teams are just probably talking about the random day, you know, what's going on, what they had for dinner.
Yeah, they're all just chatting about, you know, what they just had or whatever, not even really focusing on the game. Honestly, like, sometimes, like, it's actually better to just chill. Like, you almost do better when you're not thinking too hard about it, I guess. ZeElmo there, taking out those husks in the background during the Z time is good on him for doing that. Z time's a perfect time to
Right on the money.
Really easy headshot, basically free. Man, I like want to go to their war room, but it's like I can't think of any good time to go.
Yeah, I do.
Crazy.
Yeah, they're just doing the daily business.
They did say they had a surprise for us though when we do join their war room, so I do want to go in there at one point.
If nothing happens, I say we at least do it on wave 10.
Yeah, for sure. I'm down for that. We can go in wave 10.
Got a double FP in the back, but I get a feeling Z time is about to hit here.
Did you see that?
Yeah, hopping over the crawlers and everything.
Yeah, the crawler, he tried to jump over the crawler, and because of that, he didn't get frozen. That was actually really unlucky.
High level strats from that Scrake.
At 900 IQ straight.
And everybody's coming over on the right to just absolutely floor this FP.
Yeah. That's the right move in my opinion. Just wipe this wave clean so they can get to Trader and get to the next wave, you know?
We're up to 26 minutes around it, and we're getting to wave 9.
Still rocking over 1,200 points. I mean, my estimate was a little bit off, but still, I think they could easily get at least 10 minutes of time bonus, which is great. That's 600 points for free. Assuming that nothing happens, you know, where they die or anything like that.
I think that those chances are very low right now.
Yeah, with the way they've been playing, it seems almost impossible for that to happen, honestly.
Anyone need some cash?
But that is going to wrap up wave 8, and I already had 2 waves remaining, man. It's crazy how fast this is going by. Still, ASL is not to be underestimated, like I said. Things could still go wrong. Like, lots of stuff could go wrong. If they had, like, a really bad string of deaths, that's their entire health bonus pool gone almost, you know? Makes a massive difference on total score, so they can't let up, right? Like, I'm sure they're feeling pretty good. I mean, I'd be feeling pretty good, and I think they have a reason to, but definitely don't let your guard down, right?
Yeah. Wave 10 will always have that, you know, it could be the quad FP or quad spawn with, like, a couple of Scrakes thrown in.
New toy if anyone's interested.
Speaking of the devil, looks like we got a lot of larges spawning in somewhere. Ooh, yeah, we got 4 quarters dropping in.
That restaurant there. There's an FP up there too as well, coming slowly behind them. Imagine by the time the FP gets in though, all the QPs will be dead.
Oh yeah, they'll be just wiped out.
They already are looking at them, so they're just gonna start. Yeah, so there they go. They're just gonna take them all out. Actually, the FP might even go to the other lane. Actually, looks like that's what his move is.
Yeah, he wanted some pumpkin soup and not a raspberry donut.
Yeah, I can't believe it actually says that still too. When I saw that, I looked at it, I was like, does it really say that? I stared at it for a good like 30 seconds. And I'm like, yeah, really
I actually never noticed. Ooh, triple FP spawned on the commando lane, but by the time I saw it, they were all gone.
I think you mean 0 FPs?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I need to get my eyes checked. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, that was just so lightning fast. It was ridiculous, honestly. Like, I barely saw it myself, too.
They are just absolutely killing it.
What's really helping them maintain this, like, hold in this dominant of a fashion is their target prioritization, right? When FPs walk out, they just balls to the wall and just nuke the crap out of them, and they're just dead. Like, they get rid of them ASAP. And it looks like they're even keeping track of like the multi-rages too, right? Like they're knowing like which FP has seen them first, and then they kill that one before they can rage. Like there's so much coordination going on here. It's really, really cool to watch.
You with a dead eye.
I heard a bunch of stuff spawn right above the back lane here, so they might be getting some large stuff in their head here.
It looks like just a few quarters.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's just some QPs. QPs sound like FPs like when they walk, so I always get confused sometimes when I hear them.
I always feel like that is a multiplayer bug, not the feed sound, but just when they spawn in. Like, cause they have a distinct spawning sound when they're in single player that you can definitely tell, but they all sound the same in multiplayer.
Yeah,
a lot of larges coming on the back lane. Let's see if they can take all this out. We got 3, 4 Scrakes and an FB on them.
They need to freeze this and then kill the Flesh Pound. That would be the ideal situation. Get rid of the Flesh Pound so that he doesn't rage, and then they can just take their time in the Scrakes. But I mean, they got Z time, so it's like kind of whatever at this point. They could just do whatever they want as long as ZeElmo gets the extensions.
Looks like Kortknee's completely out of SBX. She must have been killing it here.
Ooh, FP did manage to get off rage off, though. He might get a hit here. Yeah, he did get a crit on Kortknee, so still not dead too. He's dead.
Ooh, double hit.
There we go. They finally got him.
A lot of quarters coming in now to keep the push on.
Yeah, and there's 2 husks back there too, right? I think Captain should go for that husk back there. Yeah, he does go for it indeed, and dodges the fireball. That's a really good play. There's still one more there though. Oh, you know, he sees it already. Okay. Good job on Captain's part there, helping out the back lane while dealing with their FPs. He just went and took out those husks for them. So. It seems like just every time they have like a precarious situation.
Triple FP on the commando, and they all saw him.
Oh, double FP in the back too, by the way, at the same time. And they dropped the extension. This could potentially be interesting if they manage to get these down in time.
Good freeze back there.
They are getting a bit pushed in the back lane right now. They got to get this flush down and start that next one ASAP.
Yeah, front lane cannot help them.
There's maybe a war room in a second here if they can't get these down.
Ooh, come on, Elmo, keep those extensions going.
But these extensions are clutch, and the aggro swap on the Elmo, dude, might mess him up.
No, he got the extension off the FP.
Oh my goodness, dude, that was insane.
Wonderfully executed.
Wow, really great. Holy crap, that was insane, actually.
Yeah, that was amazing. And the medic not only helped out with a few of the takedowns, but he threw grenades everywhere, so everybody was buffed. Very smart.
Yeah, dude, that's so insane. Like every single, I was actually about to say when you called out the FP spam, I was trying to say actually that every single time it seems like this team gets into like precarious situations, they just show up and just put out, man, and it's like they undid everything. Like that could have been so bad because they were on the front lane, there were 2 flush pounds way in the back that had already seen them, and if they couldn't get that first flush pound down in time, they would have both time raged, and then the back was dealing with the same exact problem.
I don't know who, I mean, I think it was Durr who threw it, but that freeze all the way back there, the freeze to 3 FPs so they don't time rage and deal with the ones that were coming was amazing.
Reloading. Sexy, deadly,
Yeah, indeed.
under flash.
Really awesome stuff here. Again, they're just killing it, man. Like I really have nothing more to say than that. Like, what do you say? Like they have full health bonus still again, and their time bonus is looking amazing right now. They're rolling into wave 10 right now, and that is the longest wave in terms of like the length and everything, but I don't know, like if they keep playing like this, should have this wave down in a couple minutes here at max, and then they're gonna probably end the game with over 10 minutes time. So
yeah.
Here we go, so here's wave 10. This is where things could potentially get spotty. We may be going to a war room here, depending on what's going on. But again, like you said, though, I actually think that if like things do just kind of stay like this, I wouldn't mind just going there anyway. Unless it's some other problems.
Which Mr. Foster is currently having the lead right now, I wonder? Or are they all leading because they're all Mr. Foster?
All just one singular consciousness. The entire team is just Mr. Foster by himself only.
Yep.
He's got clones.
It explains a lot.
Okay, it looks like we have a triple flush pound approaching the back lane. It looks like I can't see the back. Yeah, there is a double FP, and there's another one coming in the back there. So.
Ooh, I think they're outside. Yeah, they better hurry up with those things solved.
And it looks like they're going to be okay though. I think as long as they're going to be fine. There is that rage in there. One of them did time rage, but they got Z time, so they should be able to. Right now, I would say they need to just focus that down. Yeah, and it looks like they are shooting him. Again, this is the target prioritization I was talking about, right? Like Durr just straight up ate it from the crawler for a couple seconds there, but he didn't care. It's more worth it to kill the flush pound while you have guaranteed headshots, basically. You know?
Oh yeah.
That's a good. That's
unfortunate at the loss of armor, but more so than getting hit by an FP.
Right, or losing your hold, right? It could snowball out of control. So like, I think that was the right play. So I'm gonna eat this meatball. Oh, that was close. Saab almost ate a spicy meatball.
got a double FP dropping into the back lane with 2 quarters. Or they could be going for Commando. No, they're going for Commando lane, so it looks like they're just getting quarters at the back lane today with 1 FP.
We could also, by the way, we also could drop in there for boss as well if you want. It's your call. You wanna go over there like now or soon, or do you want to wait till the boss? You can do that as well.
I would say we hop in now because they're getting some stuff spawning in now.
Okay, yeah, let's take it over to their one.
Yeah.
Well, it's over.
Can I
get a gore fast? Gorfine prep? Oh, never mind. I dropped it. My bad.
Like, this is fast
prep?
food.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
We're still good.
Yeah, we're good.
Having Eagle spare.
I'm actually thrown.
Reloading my SPF.
Start the FP as soon as you can.
Nice.
Okay, starting.
Front one.
That's it, done. I'll do that. 72.
Push coming back.
You have Z time?
That's it, sorry.
Alright,
We're not really
I
getting
can
it.
stop her.
He's going far right.
Nice.
Yeah, freeze up, blood buddy. Watch out. Freeze it, freeze it, freeze it.
Break.
That's great. I don't think we need to freeze it.
No. I think we're fine.
He's spooking me. He's spooking me. Oh, he should be low. He should be low.
Yeah.
Well, I just killed him. Hold on. Thank you.
Careful, guys.
Freeze the trash.
Careful, careful. We're pushing on both sides.
Trash. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. What are we getting?
Better.
Call the QP.
Watch your HPs, watch your HPs.
Hang on, you clip it.
And hit. Freezing. Gotta set time.
Oh my god, what?
Whenever, Kortknee. Whenever.
We're backing up. We gotta move.
Back up,
I'm hurt.
Move.
Back up, we gotta cut.
Hey.
I'm gonna take a hit. Thank you. So much.
We are moving through the restaurant. We are moving through the restaurant.
Yes.
There's
Yeah,
huge
just
lights
move as much as possible. Oh, I'm dead. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. Keep moving. No man, no 18 left. You got this, bro.
Watch it, reloading.
Losing good. You got this. Easy. Freaking hit him, maybe.
Hang on, you clip it.
Sam. Rage.
Go next. Drilling. Yeah, nice. One more. Yeah, go.
Woo. Reloading.
Strike next. Started immediately. Just started.
Probably Vic has to call the kite like way earlier there.
Yeah, that was kind of a mistake.
I just wanted to hold.
And that's just the first course.
Wow. Well, good time we dropped in there.
I'm gonna say that was honestly actually worked out really well, and man, that's honestly really unlucky there. Elmo getting just like absolutely kicked around. Like he had 2 aggro swaps on him during that, and it caused him to get knocked out of position twice. And unfortunately, he bit the dust as a result of that. So it is going to be the first death coming out here onto ChainSAWB Enthusiasts. So I will subtract 100 points. But honestly, nothing to be upset about, I think, given like how the rest is.
Yeah, like we said before, ASL has a way of creeping up on you when you least expect it. And wave 10, that was a lot. And they didn't even kite. Like they lost the position, but they like moved 4 feet away from it. That's about it.
Yeah, I don't even know if you could even call it a kite. It was just like they just had to get out of the room kind of, and that was it.
Tactical retreat.
Tactical, yeah. Yeah, all around though, just such a solid performance coming out here from ChainSAWB Enthusiasts. So they do still have to kill the boss though, right? So there's still, they do need to kill the boss to actually secure these bonus points. If they were to wipe right now, they would only get the 1k points. They would not get any of the bonuses. So
And
there's
here
still
is Uncle Hans.
that can go wrong
Many
here.
have tried to interfere with my work.
Yeah,
You
Uncle
think
Hans
you're
indeed, Uncle
somehow
Petty.
better?
Now Hans has the capability
I
to be really,
scared
really
you.
annoying
Don't
because he
hide.
loves to dodge when people shoot him. And depending on how they take this, it could take a long time, right? They could lose a lot of time here, so...
Looks like
Oh,
Elmo's
Elmo's
taking
caught
an
out.
initiative.
Yeah, did he... What was he doing over there? Did he get caught out there? He's got,
Yeah.
Oh. I think he was...
I think he
scared
spawned
you?
far
Don't
away.
hide.
Yeah, I feel like Elmo maybe was out there so he could maybe be alone for like Z time, but then Hans spawned next to him, so...
Time for a swift death.
That was kind of unlucky, honestly, because now they have to wait for Hans to get there, and that wastes a bunch of time.
But luckily Hans seemed to be having issues and didn't want to shoot Elmo too much. If they get those good Z times and Elmo gets a good spawn, you can watch the health bar and the boss just immediately just melt.
For sure, yeah, and I'm sure they're gonna probably check some things here. That would be probably really helpful. So, you know, 'cause right now the dodging is what I'm talking about. Yeah. This alone makes fighting Hans really, really annoying. Oh yeah, looks like they are trying to get that freeze up.
Here come the Zeds. Let's hope Z time can proc after a cooldown.
Yeah, and they need to be careful here, right? Because if they don't get him out of his yellow phase, which is after his first shield, he will be throwing HE grenades. So right here, so if they don't get him out of this, he will start throwing HE grenades, and that could actually be some deaths there possibly.
Sob going in hard. Yep, he's knocked down. I bet you that shield is gonna pop up here very soon. Executing the 4-man.
Gotta get him out of this yellow phase though. Or he's gonna start throwing HE. There they go, they just in time too.
Looks like they got largest spawn and they better be careful. That's the thing, unlike other bosses, Hans can spawn big boys.
He can spawn larges on HOE.
He's touching the sharpshooter. But luckily he wasn't able to get a completely full heal.
Husk approaching them from the back too right now. That could actually be kind of bad. Oh yeah, Kortknee ate that spicy meatball, but she should be okay, I think. Good call on their part, just getting out of there. Like, at this point, like, yeah, I mean, I know that time is consideration, but just like focus on getting the kill.
Oh, got freeze on Hans. That's very good. All they need to get is some good Z time here. Let's hope Elmo doesn't drop it.
Elmo unfortunately wasn't able to get it. He tried though. He tried really hard, but just couldn't get the shot off.
Yeah, this is the most dangerous part, I feel. If they don't kill him here soon, he's gonna do his grenade spam.
The best thing they can do. Oh, sorry, you finished.
And depending on how his MLB arm feels, he could be throwing it way farther ahead and get some people.
Yeah,
Ooh, Kortknee.
So close, dude.
Oh,
it was close. I was gonna say that one of the best ways to handle this situation when you're fighting Hans is actually to get him to heal off you around the corner. So what they could have done there, just for like some perspective, is you know how they were going down the stairs, there was like a U-shaped bend where they did like a U-turn? If they would have let Hans heal off of them right there and then ran around the corner, all of his grenades would have just hit them.
yeah.
But because they did it in a wide open hallway, now he has the capability of throwing the grenades ahead, and that almost caused some deaths right there, and that would have been some last second HP loss.
Ooh, Elmo getting caught up behind. Better watch out, those guns hurt now.
For sure. Looks like they're gonna be okay here, I think. They still have freezes too, so they can get this off. Oh, they just need to get out of there now. Played safe.
A lot of grenades. And destroyed. Wonderfully done. That was just a beautiful game.
Yeah, absolutely insane game coming out from ChainSAWB Enthusiasts. Their final score is going to be a 20-55, which is an amazing score. Again, the base score is 1,000, so they basically got double of the base score. And yeah, honestly, like, I just think that was such a fun match to watch. I'm definitely interested to interview them and hear how it went for them.
I'm a little disappointed. I couldn't talk about anything.
So when I was talking to Elmo before this match, and he told me, hey, make sure you join our war room during the game because we have a surprise for you. And I'm pretty sure they're like meaniness about like right when we got in, Elmo was like, can you prep the gore fest?
Freeze the bloat, freeze the bloat.
I'm pretty sure that was their memes, dude. That's so good. Oh man, yeah, that was really fun to watch. Let me ask them real quick if they want to do an interview real fast. Okay, I've just sent off a message to Elmo here, so he'll be getting back to me in a second. But yeah, man, I mean, I keep saying it, but that was just absolutely insane to watch. Really, really great job.
If I could say so, I would say that is literally a textbook CD match right there. Just everything about that was just spot on. Like even the hairy moments were just, you know, sort of harrowing, not you know, completely dangerous.
Yeah, every single time we had a moment where we felt like things could fold, they just came back, right? Like I said earlier, and it was just absolutely insane teamwork. It looks like we're going to be having Captain ChainSAWB himself, the team captain, and Kortknee. So let me go ahead and get them over here. Just give me 1 second here. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome. How you guys feeling about that match?
That was
It was
fun.
awesome.
It's fun.
It was a lot of fun.
It was certainly fun to watch. You guys really put on like it was an amazing I had an amazing time watching you guys. Like doing those little teamwork strategies, like prepping extensions. I saw a couple of those, and I saw just a lot of good teamwork all around. So that
Very
was
good
a very
communication.
fun match to watch for sure.
Thank you. We worked on it.
Like we can tell, it's very obvious actually.
I think it was the flat cap energy that really helped you out.
I think it did help us. You know, it united us as one.
We all start thinking like a hive mind, you know.
For sure.
Yeah, yeah. Did Mr. Foster get the most larges, or did Mr. Foster?
I don't. I think it was Mr. Foster. I don't know which one. Like Mr. Foster 2, I guess you can say.
You guys were all just one singular consciousness. Everybody,
Yes.
Mr. Foster is everybody.
Exactly.
So, do you want to start off, Nick, with questions or?
Oh yeah. I'll start off
Want
with
me to
one.
go?
I'm gonna have to dock you guys some points though. Captain, you didn't get killed by a Scrake. I'm sorry.
It is a bit of a problem indeed.
I mean, I almost did though.
You almost did there. I saw.
He almost did, and we were like yelling at him, like, "Don't you dare!"
Elmo was like, "Captain, don't you fucking dare!" Oh god.
It was so close.
Yeah, extremely close. Especially when he likes to get all up in their face. It's wonderful.
Coordinated damage. Don't worry about it.
I know Captain loves to whisper those sweet things in those Scrake's ears. That's why he likes to get all up close and personal.
Absolutely. Give them a nice hug.
Love your chainsaw, baby. Rev it in my ear one more time.
Yeah. I have to ask you guys, because I'm pretty sure I know like what was going down. But when we hopped into your guys' war room? By the way, we couldn't find a good time to join you guys. We were like talking about.
Yeah, you guys were doing too good. We couldn't join.
There's nothing exciting going on. Like you guys are making it boring. No, I'm just kidding. But no, we really we couldn't find a good time to join. And when we hopped in, the first thing I hear is Elmo say, "Hey, can you please prep the gore fest?" And I just lost my shit. It was really funny listening to that. I feel like that was on purpose, but
It was our intentions were to like just over call out things.
Yeah.
So we're just like, I'm sorry. I can't. Hold on. Leave crawler. Leave.
Take a breath. It's all good. You still gotta make it back for the next match.
you can't die now.
Yeah, we need you to die in game to the Scrakes. That's what we need.
No. So it was like leave crawler, leave stalker, blood body. We just use which is like over exaggerate our call outs.
My favorite was freeze the blow, freeze the blow.
Come on, you know that's gonna become another command too.
Oh yeah, freeze the blow.
Captain, what is it, like 8 or something now? It's gonna happen. It's just gonna happen.
Freeze blow.
Oh, but
it was a lot of fun.
That honestly, as I said before you guys came in, that was like textbook CD match. Everything about that was just perfectly executed to the point where honestly, I have no questions. Like you did everything well. Like all I could say was, was there any waves where you felt just a little bit pressured, other than wave 10, of course?
I think it was wave 7 or 8 where backlane we got a lot of larges, and it was me and Dur, and the thing is with CD in the higher levels, it can go to shit really quickly, like in 0.2 seconds. But that was about the only time, because after that, able to get, you know, a nice amount of spares, and we had the communication down by that time. So it was just for a quick second, it got too much, and then it was better.
Yeah, because I will say, like, when we tried like practicing, we kind of like little troubles like communication, but once we got that down, it was pretty.
There was troubles in communications. No.
No,
Yeah.
no, it was more. No, it wasn't more like troubles. It's more of the fact we just kept
Banter.
Yeah, we just kept, you know,
we
laughing
were
and shit, making.
Oh yeah, that's we were talking about that. I was telling them with how well you guys are doing. I was joking about, you know, how you expect like some high-end coordinated team going like, Scrake over there, prep the FP. I gotta get ammo. You know, you expect that, but I told everybody, it's like, nah, they're probably just talking about their day and seeing what they had for dinner.
So we did do that. It was a nice mixture, you know, when we said stuff when it needed to be said, but in between, of course, there was banter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's good, right? Because it, like, honestly, like, one of the biggest things, this actually leads into the question I had, but I was just gonna say to respond to that like one of the biggest things that you can do that can mess you up is getting in your own head, and then I guess that applies to lots of things, right? Not just KF2 or CD, but like it's very easy to get rattled, right, when something bad happens, like those situations you were talking about in Wave 8 and 9 and stuff like that. Yeah. And if you don't like get that under control, it can actually snowball the game out of control. So I think like you guys deserve a massive like high five for keeping yourselves cool and under control and collected. And that leads into the question that I wanted to ask. But I did hear you were about to say something when I started, so I did want to give you a second to. I think it was Kortknee or somebody was talking a moment ago, and I just wanted to let you finish your thought.
I wasn't saying anything. I was just agreeing.
Okay. I thought I was like I thought someone was gonna say something. Well, then the question I had really then that's related to what I just said a moment ago is how do you guys feel the match went compared to your practices? Do you feel like it went basically exactly how you expected it to go, or
it went basically for me? It went exactly how we practiced. Like it was the same. It was the same actually, just a little bit more communication.
Elmo died on Wave 10 too again.
Oh well, that no.
Yeah,
that's the thing that changed. Usually, I was expecting for me to die, not Elmo. Elmo doesn't die, so that was a surprise. But I mean, it was exactly the same, pretty much.
I think with that, it was more of the fact we probably should have called the kite a bit earlier, but
the big meme energy was stopping everybody, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Seeing if we can hold it, because Elmo even said like himself, like that would have been legendary if he held that. I was like, well, I mean, it would have, but no, we sadly didn't. But it's one death, only 100 points.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say that was. I wouldn't even say that was a kite. That was like you got pushed out of the hold like 4 feet, but you still wiped the floor with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't get a chance to actually look at the final time bonus value. I can check after the match is over, but your guys' final score was 20-55, if I'm not mistaken. That's really good, right? And even that's even after a death. And you know, obviously on the kite that you guys did have to do, you did lose a little bit of time, right? Because kiting is a bit slow. But like despite that, still got a 20-55. That's double the maximum score, or double the base score rather. Yeah, definitely nothing to like, in my opinion, nothing to be really upset about coming out of that. I think that's freaking marvelous.
What our intentions were, because we were practicing, we were originally doing the objectives, but then we kind of realized that, you know, we should just honestly play it safe, because these objectives, like, they are really risky, especially the one, I think it's like the Wave 4 one, is with the escalator, like how the end of the kite is, near that area.
Yep.
That area is like really risky, so we just decided, just play it safe, go fast, play it safe, you know?
Sure. Yeah, and that's what I like about the scoring system, right? Is that there's actually so many ways that you can play and get a similar score. Like you can totally just go balls to the walls and always go for the objectives, or you could do a nomadic bonus, or you could do so many different ways and still get a similar competitive score. So like I definitely think that it definitely feels like the right move in general. I feel when it comes to this kind of thing, like with the competition, that if you don't feel like you're 100% on board with it, it's probably best to not do it, right? Because if you risk it, doesn't work out, you stand to lose a lot more, right? So I think like in the end of the day, you guys deciding to play it safe actually probably worked out better.
Yeah,
Unless you were like
whole-
100% solid, you know, on the objectives.
my whole objective also was being that I'm new to Gunslinger, not die as much as I do in practice, and I actually did not. So I am definitely going to celebrate and have some alcohol.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I can definitely see improvement. So I'm definitely proud of you, Kortknee.
Yeah, I mean
Thank
it's pretty apparent to me as well. So I think you definitely have a right to be proud of that. I think you did really great.
Fantastic.
Everybody did
Even.
really good, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. It was fun, a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
I don't think I can go back to vanilla games anymore. I think
Sorry.
I'm ruined.
Oh, don't worry.
Yeah,
Everybody is here. Yeah, everybody is here.
Except for the only exception, I only like to do it just to torture myself. But that's about it.
Oh no, everybody, look out. It's 1 FP on wave 10.
Yeah.
God.
I like your little, like, I don't know if it's like a bind or something where let's play the game, but where are we gonna kite or something like
Oh
that?
yeah.
Oh, Chris
Whose kite? Whose kite is it anyway?
I love that so much.
Yeah, that's Chris's little bind that he made up. I forget exactly what it says, but it's like, yeah, like welcome to the whose kite is anyway.
Yeah,
game.
where the like
The routes don't matter.
Yeah. I thought it was exclamation point kite, but doesn't seem to want to go through.
Oh, you can't use commands on the match server. That's why.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, but there was another question I was gonna ask, and I lost my train of thought a second ago. But oh no.
No, it's gone.
Yeah, it'll come back to me. It'll come back to me. You go ahead, Nick, if you have anything else you want to ask.
I honestly don't have much to go for other than you guys did fantastic. I mean, I know we keep repeating it, but that was just great. I think you guys did just spectacular. I definitely got my eye on ChainSAWB Enthusiasts right now when it comes to the next matches.
Oh, well,
sure,
thank
yeah.
you. Greatly appreciate it. I had a lot of fun. This is my first tournament, so it's like, oh, it's great.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is like kind of. I mean, there was a tournament that I was hosting before this, and there was one other one that I heard of. Like tournaments in KF2 is kind of new in general, right? And you guys are kind of helping to spearhead that. So,
Right.
in general, like no matter what happens, right? Like I hope you guys feel like happy to have like been a part of that and contribute to it, and you're having fun, you know. So, I think all around
Absolutely.
it's just gonna be it's gonna be fun no matter what happens. I did remember my question, by the way. I was just gonna ask you.
Quick, talk about something else until he forgets it again.
I forget again. Yeah, and, hey, no. I was just gonna say, talking about the objectives again, really fast. Like, obviously, you said that you guys were thinking about doing them. Is that something that you're maybe going to be revisiting later? You don't have to answer this, by the way, because I'm not trying to get you guys to reveal strategies. But like, is that original idea that you guys came into this this match with? Are you going to revisit that, or you think that you're actually satisfied with how it went now and might decide to go in a different direction, perhaps, as far as how you're going to tackle future matches?
I think I will say for future matches, we could try, for the objectives I mean, later down the road, you might have to at least maybe do one objective.
Yeah.
But also I'd say maybe practice going, because we actually were going to practice doing an Ometic bonus. But they didn't really go out well, so again, we just played it safe with the medic. Everyone kept dying. I was playing SWAT, and I really couldn't heal everybody in time, even in that time. So I will say that maybe future matches will go for a nomadic bonus, or go for a medic bonus with like maybe 2 objectives or like maybe 1.
Cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, and again, I'm not trying to like make you guys reveal anything. I was just curious like, what your thought process was going forward. And no, I'm definitely excited. If you do a nomadic, Nick was talking about it. He was saying if anyone does a nomadic bonus run, he's going to be super duper excited. So I also agree with him as well. I'd love to see like what comes out in the future matches, man. The last thing I wanted to ask you guys before we wrap up here is who would you guys say is the MVP of this run for your team? Captain, how about you go first?
I'd say honestly, it would go. I mean, everybody did well. Let me go like with like both lanes. Both lanes, I would say. Probably like Dare and then both Dare and Kortknee did well. Our lane, I would say Kyrum, because Kyrum's freezes were just godly.
I would honestly put my vote on Kyrum because he was throwing some beautiful freezes out there.
Mm.
What about you, Kortknee? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. You finish.
I know. I was gonna say honestly, both sharpshooters like just god tier, honestly.
For sure.
I would say MVP would be definitely Elmo, because without the Z time extensions, we would have been mauled by the large Zeds.
Oh, of course.
And I think also my partner Dur, he was really good with freezes, so I would have to say it's a tie between Elmo and Dur, because Elmo has the godlike, Z time, and then Dur had the freezes.
And then
yeah.
The crazy thing is too, Dur is actually new to sharpshooters, so the fact that he's like doing that stuff, like, it's actually crazy.
Yeah, that's the thing. This entire team, you could say they were new, but me watching, I couldn't tell. I figured this was a well-seasoned, veteran CD group that joined in together and said, "Yeah, let's do this. Easy win, clap."
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that as well. Like, and we're saying that as experienced players ourselves, right? Like, it looked like textbook.
Yeah.
That's I hope for what it's worth, like you're proud of that run, because it was seriously really good. So it was really fun to watch, and it was just so well executed. And I would say for me, for MVP, I'm gonna have to again go with commando bias, and I'm gonna say Elmo, because there was a moment where Elmo, it was insane. Like, he had an FP aggro swap onto him, all up in his grill. He got smacked by the FP, still managed to get the kill on the FP itself and got the extension off of it. And if he hadn't done that, you guys would have gotten collapsed, because you were also dealing with like 3 flush pounds on the front lane, and then I think Kortknee and Dur had some on the back lane, and Elmo getting those last extensions actually saved the hold.
Yes.
Yeah. It was just absolutely insane, like ridiculous gameplay from that guy, that wave. And that like swings the balance for me, I feel. But I would also have to say too, though, like honorable mention, I would say Kyrum, because Kyrum's execution was on point. Like, there was a couple moments that I thought were really, really, really insane from him. Obviously, his kills were good. Like, I don't think he messed up a single takedown that I saw.
No.
But what I really thought was cool that caught my eye during that run was a moment when you guys were fighting a flash pound again from the front lane, and there were 2 raging Scrakes coming in, and he chucked a freeze at them, froze them so you guys could focus the FP down, and then cleaned up the Scrakes. And that's actually so big, because that means that you guys don't lose your ground.
Mine was my favorite freeze has to be when you guys got the quad pound, like the 3 FPs that spawned in the far left corner, and I'm like, oh, they all see him, and then thinking, but he just threw a freeze over there, froze them, and you guys dealt with the other FPs that were just closer, so they didn't time rage. Like, that was great.
Something I will say, like, I wouldn't like to give. I mean, I knew Kortknee was gonna say Elmo, but like, I just want to give Kyrum some, like, his own spotlight, and Dare too, because like, especially Dare, because he's new to sharpshooter, and just doing the stuff he did was impressive.
Dare was a great partner. He was absolutely amazing.
Like, and all call-outs were amazing, and then Kyrum's freezes were just god tier. It's just, I was honestly impressed.
Yeah, everything just like worked hand in hand. The Z time worked hand in hand with the freezes, and the Z time with the large takedowns. It all works together as one. Like, it makes it a little bit easier.
For sure, yeah, definitely. You guys are working like a well-oiled machine, right? And that just kind of, like, in a way, you can think of it like, because everybody was working so well together, you're all sharing the load of the match, right? You're all sharing the pressure. You're not letting it go to one. Like, even the medic was like chilling. Like, Juice was just like mad chilling at some moments. And
he wasn't that in the PC.
Oh god.
Well, it didn't seem like that. It seemed like he was just like having a good old time.
Juice. He needs to go like take a chill pill.
Yeah, I think he was like panicking a little bit, because I think this is like his first tournament, and like, well, I don't know, like tournament as a whole, but like in KF2, so like maybe he thought he was gonna mess up. And honestly, he did well as a medic. I mean,
he did great.
I loved the usage of grenades when things got a little bit hairy. He threw them all around so everybody would keep buffed.
He did awesome.
And you know what? Like, I don't really know if Elmo might have told him that, because I know Elmo is like, he plays medic a lot too. I don't know if Elmo told him that, but yeah, those nades are amazing because
Yeah.
obviously it can buff you, it can make takedowns much easier too. So
Absolutely, yeah. Again, I know Nick and I have probably said this like at least 2 dozen times, but really great job, you guys. Seriously, it was really fun to watch.
Thank you.
I'm so excited to see what you guys do in round 2.
Yeah.
It's going to be, whether or not you stick to that, what you were saying, Captain, and you guys do decide to maybe revisit the objectives idea again, or you don't. Like, I think either way, like, there's really something special going on with your guys' team, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. And I definitely think that everybody else should be on the lookout and don't pull any punches with ChainSAWB Enthusiasts, in my opinion, because they definitely, so far, if that was the show, the opening, showing the debut, that was like pretty impressive. So, yeah, I've really got nothing else to say. I'm gonna have to wrap up here in a second, so I wanted to give everybody here just a chance to give some like last second closing remarks before we end off.
I'm really excited, and I'm happy how my first tournament turned out. I didn't even know about CD until probably a year ago, thanks to Freed and Elmo. And I'm glad that they convinced me to join this tournament because I've learned a lot in regards to Gunslinger, and I definitely see the progress. And this community is a great community for teaching people more things about KF2 and perks and all that stuff. And it's just been great so far. Like I have not met I have not met one person that I have not liked since I've joined this community. So this is awesome.
Hell yeah.
Well, that's great to hear.
I'm really happy to hear that. Yeah, hell yeah, that's awesome.
And I guess for me, I would say like, honestly, just have fun, with the tournament, and just don't feel discouraged. Just because it seems like we're a bunch of sweaty people, we're really not. It's more of there's a calm community who's more willing to help you, like Kortknee said. And honestly, without this community, I probably would have left KF2 ages ago.
Yeah, man. I mean, I personally, as the owner of said community, I appreciate hearing that, and it's actually the same for me. Like, it sounds weird to say that, but I also wouldn't be playing this game anymore if it wasn't for this. So, like, I'm just happy that there are like people like you guys around that are willing to do stuff like this, right? Because it makes the game fun for me too, right? So, yeah, I just I basically reflect all the sentiment that you guys have both shared. I think it's just been such a good time. It's definitely something I'll remember forever, right?
Oh yeah.
Sure. And yeah, no, it's been just such a cool experience overall. I'm really glad that you guys had fun, and I'm glad that Kortknee's also found like a place that she actually enjoys playing, and that means a lot to me because that's the point of this place. So
Yes, no more vanilla.
Die, vanilla, die.
I mean, for vanilla players though, for sure. Like, it's not, it's just a different type of game, right? It's really not even comparable, almost, in a way.
Yeah, it's way different.
I mean, vanilla has its moments. I mean, it's definitely
Captain. No.
The reason why I like vanilla too is because I just like seeing just people just fall to like an F1 FP and just brings tears.
And my personal favorite, it has to be the demolitionist with the paintball grenade launcher, the gravity imploder.
Oh, that gun, yeah. The fun gun.
Fun.
I remember one time Pineapple asked me to use the gun, the gravity imploder, because I was 360 no scoping our Scrakes with an RPG. And she was telling me, Captain, use the gravity imploder. I was like, okay. So I did, and then I died. So I mean, it's a good
Captain for using such a dirty weapon. No, I'm just kidding.
You dirty demo player, you.
Hey, look, it wasn't upgraded though. I was using just one tap at the mag, do 360 no scope, gone.
Isn't it a T5 anyways though? I'm pretty sure.
No, it's tier 4.
Is it? Oh,
yeah.
I actually literally never use the gun, so.
If you take a 500 Magnum, you can't upgrade the RPG at all.
But hey, all you need is just 500 Magnum, RPG, C4, call it a day.
Yep. I go with a Deagle and a med pistol.
Because you could do that, but that's only if you need the med pistol.
Always like having a med pistol in my loadout just in case. Yeah, as a support main, with being able to carry 14 shotguns in my backpack and just a med pistol, I mean, why not?
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the nice things about support, right? You get that versatility of having the 20 weight, so you can just carry so many different weapons. But yeah, anyway, guys, I don't want to cut you guys short, but I do want to wrap up the stream here. It has been a little bit over our time limit, but yeah, no, I just again thank you so much, both of you guys, and thank you to your entire team for playing. It looks like you guys had fun. I don't even really think I need to ask if you had fun. I just think it just showed, and I'm happy to see that. And we're all looking forward to seeing what you guys do next week. So with that, I am going to send you guys in your way, and we'll see you guys in the next match.
All right,
Yeah,
bye. Thanks for having us.
And always remember, kids. Captain Saw folds his Scrakes.
Oh God.
This is true.
I'm waiting. I got a Deadpool, you know.
It's gonna happen. We'll catch you guys around.
All
Yep.
right.
And so with that, this is going to be the end of the stream here. So I want to also personally thank everybody in the chat who was actually here watching this match. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting us. I think at one point I saw that the stream had like 45 viewers. Absolutely insane, by the way. That's crazy. So thank you so much. I hope you guys had fun watching this. And if you're having fun with this tournament, consider coming back for the next match. We will have a match tomorrow. It looks like, let me double check my time. I believe it's in the afternoon. Let's see, tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning at my stream, twitch.tv/TamariTM. I will link that in the chat in a moment. We will be having our next match there, and that will be involving Team Thick Snack Gang 69. So hope to see some of you guys there. If you're really having fun watching these matches, you can consider joining the Tamari's KF2 Discord, discord.gg/Tamari. Like everybody was talking about before they all left, Kortknee specifically was saying that, you know, it's just a place to have fun and learn CD. That's absolutely true. If you want to learn and play what you were just watching, like things like this, come stop by and hang out with us. Everybody's really cool. So once again, thanks everybody. That's going to be the end of the stream. I had a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing some of you guys back tomorrow in the next match. Got anything you need to say real quick, Nick? Or
no, I think we're good.
Okay. All right. That's going to wrap it up, guys. You all take it easy. Have a great rest of your day, evening, morning, wherever you are. We love you all, and we'll see you next time.